Made for angels, beautiful wedding gowns from joyous occasions are repurposed into dresses and coverings for babies born asleep. We first met Mary Fogel 2 summers ago in the sewing room of her home in Owensboro, making these angel gowns. Her ministry, God's Littlest Angels, has grown tremendously since that time. Now with a larger sewing room, more volunteers serving more hospitals and devastated families. It's a story of loss, love, and the very fabric that ties each of us together.
Some of this you can just start like this, and you don't have to do anything but do this. Just pins you a seam.
Each Wednesday.
Okay, after you pin these together, bring this back together.
In a donated room, hands are at work, making dresses and in some ways mending broken hearts.
I'll get emotional because it's just amazing.
Seamstress Mary Fogel is busy these days running her God's Littlest Angels ministry with a growing inventory.
After you did that interview, there were so many people who saw that, and wedding dresses just started flying in.
The ministry uses donated wedding dresses to make stunning gowns and wraps for babies who never come home from the hospital. Within 2 months of our first story airing, the ministry received 100 gowns, like this one from a bridal store in Atlanta, used to make 14 gowns for angel babies. The increase in inventory led to a need for more space.
Thank God, Owensboro Christian Church, we are so appreciative. They came right through for us, gave us this nice room. I'm not to say we haven't outgrown it. We might need another room.
The room is full, not just of fabric and ribbon, but new volunteers. 21 women work at each phase.
We have some ladies that take them apart. They're our angels because they take them apart for us, and they're ready when we get here, and then we cut them out, and it just takes a lot of, let's just do what we do.
There's a lady in Memphis, believe it or not, that I send gowns to, and she takes them apart and sends them back.
I just cut out the patterns like this and the backings, and then somebody else will sew them together, and then they come out like this.
Each woman has their own unique reason for helping. Judy finds the process in the people therapeutic after losing her husband and daughter. Beverly wanted to volunteer sooner, but a cancer diagnosis kept her away. Until now, she's teaching other seamstresses a new technique, so more sewing is done on the machine. And while the journey here has been different for each woman, they each say the same thing about their mission.
If it's the last thought, last memory, last visual thing they have of their baby, then it's worth it, because it's got to be one of the hardest things in the world.
The ministry has expanded and now serves 6 hospitals in Owensboro, Henderson, Bowling Green, Breckinridge County, Louisville, and St. Mary's in Evansville. Joyce Eskridge manages the Mending Hearts program at St. Mary's Hospital. She's the voice of reason for families in the grips of devastating loss. She says parents are often in shock during this time, but are amazed by the generosity and love from strangers.
There's no place to go buy a gown that small or appropriate for a baby who has died. And more than likely, most of the people are not prepared for this. This is a sudden thing, a stillborn. I want to thank our ladies that do the sewing because it takes a lot of time, and I think it's a labor of love.
Mary says she's surprised by the need. Joyce says there have been around 80 deaths this year at St. Mary's. Law requires babies born at 20 weeks or later be buried. The hospital also offers a common burial 2 times a year for children younger than 20 weeks. According to Joyce, the service and the gowns show families their loss matters. Mary does not have contact with the families, but says in a rare event, a grieving grandmother reached out to her.
For her son and her daughter-in-law to have that for their baby meant so much, and that they were not able to go out and get anything for that baby. And, you know, it just makes me think, you know, we're blessed, but it also made me know that it's, no matter how many hours I put into it, no matter what I have to do, it's worth it.
Mary wanted to inspire the women helping her on this mission. Written on a board next to lace and bead reads, "So long as you can sweeten another's pain, life is not in vain."
Just struck my heart that you could do something for somebody that was in so much pain that you could, you know, relieve some of that grief just a tiny, tiny bit.
It's touching hurting people, And I myself, I'm a Christian, and as Christians, we're supposed to reach out. And I think it's a wonderful ministry to reach out to.
I'm so blessed to have all these people in my life and that we're doing something that we truly love to do. And we're dedicated to what we do. These are all ready to go.
Mary and her awesome team have made around 300 angel gowns, and the ministry is still growing. In fact, they're looking for a photographer. Mary likes to post pictures of donated dresses and the finished products, but simply can't keep up. If you'd like to learn more about the ministry, you can find a link on our website, WEVV.com. Heather Good, 44 News.